Simplexity has a lot of experience in printing. Many of our employees came from Hewlett Packard. Specifically, we have mechanical engineers talented in media control, so how you take the printer paper, position it correctly, shape it correctly so ink goes down how you want it. We have expertise in mechanisms, low-cost mechanisms for moving all the things that got to move inside of a printer, including developing custom gears and gear trains, and very low-cost drive systems with low-cost, high-volume motors, and the firmware around that to control those motors.
Simplexity works with HP, and HP provides several printing algorithms, and then what Simplexity does is we actually take those algorithms and implement them in real hardware using, for example, C or an FPGA, whatever it takes to produce the final product and to meet the client's needs.
Many of HP's OEM customers have come to us to develop their specialty printing applications. We've worked on label printers, voting printers, so printing out ballots, a printer that prints on a fingernail. We've worked on a printer that even prints ink along with Braille print so that a sighted teacher can read what their students are reading.
My name is Dan Gardner, and I'm the CEO of ViewPlus Technologies. One of the things that attracted me to Simplexity was the depth of the experience with printers. The original creators of some of this HP Tidge 2X technology work at Simplexity, and we utilize that in our project.
So when printing an image, most people start with, say, a JPEG or a GIF file, and that's in RGB pixels. Well, a printer prints in individual ink drops of cyan, magenta, and yellow. So you have to convert this picture from RGB 8-bit per pixel kind of image into individual dots.
There's so much expertise required in some of this color algorithmic ink mixing stuff that we have no idea, right, how to do it. We would just take the defaults that HP gives us and we don't know how to tune it. But we knew our part of how to do the graphics and how to do the printer drivers, and we have all that stuff taken care of. So it was really that piece of the algorithm that played around, and especially in moving that algorithm from software, which is all HP had, into hardware to be able to get the speed that was required.
In the printer unit that we did for ViewPlus, we used FPGA logic for all of our print data path logic so that the printer could run without any CPU intervention. FPGA stands for Field Programmable Gate Array, and what it lets you do is program logic into silicon. This is typically used for very high performance applications. If you have a CPU, even with interrupts, you typically can't run those interrupts faster than, say, 1 kilohertz. But with an FPGA, you could run a circular loop, say a PID control loop, or other applications up to 100 megahertz instead of 1 kilohertz, because you can program all the logic in that loop right into the silicon.
So at Simplexity, we've been able to work on several different types of 3D printers. On one project, we worked on a low-cost, consumer-grade FDM printer. We got to do all kinds of interesting things there, including all the motion planning to make sure that the print comes out right. On the other end of the spectrum, we were key to helping develop the HP multi-jet fusion technology. Our team helped develop the thermal camera used to balance the temperature in the print bed to make sure your prints come out strong and accurate, as well as powder handling and various different mechanisms within the printer.
Simplexity, simplifying the complex.